What programs are you seeing from a college or high school or even pro level that are investing in mindfulness as part of the structure of their practice? We can practice technical skills. We can practice mental skills. This would be an easy one to install. What are you seeing out in the world?
Interesting. I am not seeing many, and frankly, enough coaches going the mindfulness meditation route and teaching their athletes the benefits of that, the competitive benefits of that, right? People think about meditation as this amorphous, oh, that's not for me. It's weird.
You know what's weird is that like Phil Jackson, maybe he got it wrong. Maybe Kobe got it wrong.
Right.
Maybe Jordan got it wrong.
Like LeBron is meditating on
maybe
the bench.
Maybe LeBron's got it wrong. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be doing this because, they're different than us.
Right.
It's wild to see the greats point to one practice and then it's not yet still trickling down through the power that a coach holds in helping raise our children. This is one of the greatest practices you can do because it's a commitment to become more aware. It's a commitment to become more tuned to the present moment. And when you do that, you have the ability to navigate life just a little bit easier. And science is pointing, by the way, meditation's been around like 2,600 years.
Right.
But science is pointing to...
But it's a fad. It's a new thing.
A minimal, quote unquote, minimal effective dose is around 8 minutes a day to get some real changes. And if you start moving up to 12, up to 20 minutes a day, the science is outrageous about the benefits. I started with my son when he was age 3. Put a little stuffed animal on his stomach right before we go to bed. And I say, all I want you to do for the next handful of moments, I'm going to do it with you, is watch the stuffed animal go up when you breathe and down when you breathe, and just watch it. That's the beginning steps for meditation, And so, but then as he's now in high school ball, he's playing volleyball, they're not teaching that. So I wish they would.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm going to point to you.
I don't see it in any of the team settings either. And you have my brain right now racking, like I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, how do you implement this in a time efficient manner? You have a lot of kids, limited time. So I'm like in my brain saying like, where would you fit this in? Because
for football.
Yeah. Or any of my teams, any of the teams that we're around groups of boys, girls, different seasons, different groups, just trying to think like, okay, what does that format look like to implement those such practices at a team level? Or would most of the feedback be, hey, that's got to be done on an individual level at home. We're not prepared to do that in a team setting.
I'll share where I think the future is going. So 20 years ago, when I would ask coaches, best in the world, elite coaches in the pro ranks, how important is the mental part of the game at this level? What do you think they said? What percentage?
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Not as important as the physical.
Actually, they would say something like 75% at this level. And then I'd say, well, how are you doing it? How are you treating, and cultivating?
You think 20 years ago, people had that idea about mental health? Even
not mental health, about the mental part of the game.
So when I think of like mental part of the game, even when I first came into the NFL, so that was 17 years ago. If you ask coaches what mental part of the game, it was knowing your plays, studying your playbook,
film study,
study the game. I think if you ask
performing under pressure,
what's the mental part of the game today to modern coaches in this modern era, they'd say mental health, confidence, ability to overcome adversity, meditate. Like I think there'd be a very different definition.
That I agree. That I 100% agree.